Welcome back to Starting Lineup. There are elite athletes and there are those who etch their names in history books. We're honored to welcome the first ever Filipino to finish the Ultraman World Championships, Jenny Tan Uy. Jenny, congratulations!
Thank you for having me here.
Grabe, such a big feat. But for those naman who are not familiar, can you tell us what the Ultraman race is and why it's one of the most difficult athletic competitions ever?
Okay, so Ultraman is actually double the distance of an Ironman. It's a 3-day multi-stage ultra triathlon event. So basically, day one consists of 10-kilometer swim and then 144 kilometers bike. And each day has a 12-hour cutoff. So if you make it on the day one, you proceed to day two. So day two is a 277 kilometers bike.
Wow.
Again, it's 12 hours cutoff. And then on day three is a double marathon. So it's an 84 kilometers run.
Wow.
Sana. Our reactions while we were hearing the numbers, just the difficulty of Ultraman. But Jen, I want to know, when you crossed the finish line, after the 3 days, what was going through your mind, especially when you realized that you became the first ever Filipina to finish the race?
I was very happy and very proud to raise the Philippine flag during the finish line. And being the first Filipino to conquer Ultraman World Championship is a big achievement, not just for myself, but for the country.
Of course.
So this is a testament that we Filipinos can actually excel in the global stage. And what I have achieved is a product of determination, grit, perseverance, hard work, which I believe we Filipinos embody. So hopefully my journey would inspire more Filipinos, especially Filipinas, to dream bigger, to push harder, and to break barriers in terms of sports.
Yes.
Baka tayo na yan, Jamie.
Ayun na nga, that's our sign.
Ultraman 20, give me a few years. Siguro,
Let's
yes.
do that. And so yung mga Ultraman races na ito, apart from just being a physical taxing thing and challenge, it's a lot of it is mental din. So can you tell us, in the 3 days, ano yung mga toughest times and how you powered through it?
Yes, that's true. It's physically and mentally challenging, but among the 3 days, I would say that the day one was really the toughest for me. It's tough because you have a 12-hour cutoff, and if you have a good swim time, for example, like if you finish the swim within 4 hours, you have 8 hours to finish the bike. But in my case, I was able to finish the swim in like 4 hours, 40 minutes. And it's a bit tight for me in terms of my bike skills because the last 50 kilometers of the bike leg is very, very hilly.
Yeah.
So, to be honest, I was the last person to cross the finish line on day one. When I saw my swim time, I panicked. I told myself, oh no, this is going to be a very tough day to finish the bike. And then I actually told God, are you trying to test me? And then, but I really wanted to finish. That's why I pushed really hard. My heart rate was very, very high. I think it was beating like 170 to 180. But I still keep on pushing hard because I really wanted to finish.
Grabe, really a mental thing, right?
Yes.
And like what you mentioned earlier, Jen, determination, grit, perseverance. I think that all came into your preparation for this, no? And I think that's one thing I want to know more about. Paano yung naging prep mo, your training, yung nutrition, lots of things that have really come down into this.
I did Ultraman Florida. It was my first Ultraman this Feb. So I had help from my coaches. And then after Ultraman Florida, I had to hire a nutritionist to come into my team because we realized that during Ultraman Florida, my weakness was my nutrition. So I hired a nutritionist to do my nutrition strategy for the World Championship. But at the same time, I continued my training. So I started training around June. So after Florida in Feb, I had a short rest. And then I started my training again in June. So that's basically like 5 months of preparation. And then usually I train 6 times a week. So I only have Mondays for my rest days. And then I also have a corporate job actually.
Wow.
So it's hard to balance doing training and my work. But I'm just lucky that we have a hybrid work setup, so I save time during my trainings. But usually I do 2 workouts in a day. So one before I start to work, and then after work.
That really is so inspiring kasi work alone is tiring, training alone is tiring, and then you put it together pa.
The balance.
I know, and the balance and everything. So I just want to ask, this was a very good race. Laki ng accomplishment mo. I want to know what's next. So are you gonna compete in more races? Are you gonna start mentoring other Filipinas as well?
There is still an ultramarathon race internationally that is still in my bucket list. So it's called Spartathlon. It's a 246-kilometer ultramarathon from Athens to Sparta.
Wow.
So wala pang Filipinang nakakatapos, but there are a few Filipinos who have done it. So baka yun yung gustuhin kong gawin next time. But at the same time, I also wanted, of course, to not really to mentor or coach, because I think that's not one of my strengths. I think it's a gift, no, to be a coach or mentor. But I'm willing to share my experiences, and then for those who wanted to try Ultraman, I'm here to support, to give tips, and even to be part of their support crew if they want to.
Right. That's so inspiring, like what Jamie said. And of course, to all of our kababayans who are very inspired by your story, Jen, including myself, would there be any messages you would like to give them for encouragement? Go ahead.
I just really would like to thank my fellow Filipinos, especially my friends, no, who prayed for me. And then maybe as a message, I would like to share that I dream big. Even my husband told me I'm very ambitious, but being ambitious is it's nice. And then you just need to be passionate about what you do, and then continue to work hard to achieve your dreams.
Oh, thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much,
Jenny. That
Jen.
was so inspiring, and more power to you. Good luck in your next competitions. We are rooting for you. Thank you so
We hope
much.
we see you at the Spartathlon.
Yes,
And
we
then,
will watch out for that.
We will wish you all the best.
Yes.
And